everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag for you, and that is the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I've watched so many different people do this tag and I thought it was so interesting because it's very controversial. There are a lot of opinions in here that I think people are not gonna like. So yes, if I bash a book that you absolutely love, it's not against you and I'm really sorry. People have different book opinions. They read different things and they like different things. So I'm not trying to offend anybody. I hope everybody can respect my decisions and my opinions as I respect yours. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into all of these controversial opinions. So the first question is a popular series or book that you did not like. And for this one, I feel very strongly about it, and that is Paper Princess by Erin Watt. This is a part of the Royal series, and this was a 1-star for me. I absolutely despised it. It was incredibly problematic and sexist and overall just made me sick to my stomach. So I really don't know how to describe this book because I dislike it so much, but I'll just read you the little bio. It says, from strip clubs and truck stops to southern coast mansions and prep schools, one girl tries to stay true to herself. These royals will ruin you. Ella Harper is a survivor, a pragmatic optimist. She spent her whole life moving from town to town with her flighty mother, struggling to make ends meet and believing that someday she'll climb out of the gutter. After her mother's death, Ella is truly alone. Until Callum Royal appears, plucking Ella out of poverty and tossing her into a posh mansion among her 5 sons who all hate her. Okay, I didn't read this description before I picked it up, so that's all on me, but she gets picked up by this guy who takes her to live with him and with his 5 sons, and all of them, you're supposed to like love them, and you're supposed to like this one main guy named Reed, and you're supposed to fall for him and blah 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 because he's so torn up and messed up and all of that, but he's actually just a misogynistic asshole who is disgusting, and I felt sick reading this. I think it's just horrible. Like, I just was so mad reading it. I'm sorry if you liked it, but honestly, I just think it's not a good representation of relationships and how people should treat women. So that is the end of my rant for that one. So next question is a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate but you love. So for this one, I don't think people hate it, but it's definitely not everybody's favorite, and I just think I love it because it has a special place in my heart because I read it a long time ago and it really got me into reading, and I don't know, I have a special place in my heart for it, and that is the Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han. This is a series about a girl named Belly, and every summer she goes to hang out with her 2 friends, Jeremiah and Conrad, and their mother Susanna, and it's just about that and growing up and going from like a girl into like a woman. It's just kind of about her experience with troubles of being a teenager, honestly. And I love this series. It has a really special place in my heart because I read it so early on, like when I was just starting to read, and it's definitely not the best writing and the character development's not wonderful, but I love it, and I reread it probably every summer just because it's one of those books that just makes me really happy and giddy, and I love it. I don't know. I know there aren't a lot of people that like hate it, but it's definitely not the best series by far. The next question is a love triangle where the main character ends up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP that you don't like. So for this one, this is like a bit controversial because everybody loves this book and it was so hyped up. I was so excited to read it and I just really didn't like it at all, and that was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. It was not for me whatsoever. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the characters. I didn't care about them. I thought for a contemporary it was so long, and like the amount of pages in that book were not necessary. So yeah, I didn't love it as much as everybody did, but I really didn't like Kath with Levi. I just didn't like him very much. I didn't like her either. So I just think that that was not an OTP that I loved. So the next question is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for, and for that question I would probably say dystopian, because I used to read a ton of dystopian, like The Hunger Games and Divergent and all of those, but I really don't read those anymore, and I really don't care about them that much. I don't know, I'd never think about dystopian anymore. I'd much rather read fantasy or sci-fi, so yeah, dystopian's definitely at the bottom of my list. Next is a popular or beloved character that you do not like. So this one is gonna get me shunned. Like, everybody's gonna hate me because this is like everybody loves this character, but I read the first 2 books of the series and didn't like them. I don't know if I'll ever pick them up again, maybe I will, but Clary Frey from the Mortal Instrument series, I didn't like her. I thought she was really annoying. Honestly, all the characters in that I didn't like. Don't hurt me, please. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's for me. I don't think it's just a series that I enjoy. Like, I don't like the characters. I don't like Clary. I think she's kind of whiny and annoying, and I don't know. Maybe I need to keep reading to really like her, but sorry, Clary, but no thank you. So the next question is a popular author that you just can't seem to get into, and for this one I'm gonna kind of change up and say that it's an author that I actually used to read a lot and really enjoyed, but now looking back at the themes portrayed in her books, I'm really turned off and kind of upset that I read them because they're just not good representations for relationships, and that is Colleen Hoover. I used to really like her books, but I recently realized with witty novels coming out talking about November 9, the different issues that are portrayed in her books and how they're somewhat romanticized, and I don't really love that. I think that's just not a good representation, especially for young girls. So for me, I think that's just an author that I won't read again. I don't think I'll ever read anything by her again, and I don't think I'll ever reread any of the books I've already read by her, just because there are so many different problematic issues in it. So yeah, that's probably an unpopular opinion, but to me, I just don't feel like it's worth it. The next question is a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing, and I don't know, I kind of like some book tropes. Like, I'm sometimes a fan of love triangles. I've kind of always liked love triangles because it gives that weird dynamic. Lots of people hate them and I understand why. But let's see. So for this, I would probably have to go with like the bad boy turned good and the girl trying to change the bad boy, just because like it's like a mission to change him and make him soft and sweet. And to me, that's just like, come on. Like, if he's really that big of an asshole, why waste your time trying to change him? Like, honestly, that's how I feel about it. But yeah, I do like bad boys, but when the girl tries to change him and make him into the sweetheart, that's when I get a little bit like, okay, like why waste all your efforts on that? Especially when he's an asshole to the girl. Like, I'm not about that. Next is a popular series that you have no interest in reading, and for this one I would probably have to go with either the Fifth Wave series by Rick Yancey or The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I've just never been interested in that series. I know lots of people really like it, but to me, it's kind of dystopian and I'm just not into that genre anymore, so yeah, I'm not gonna be picking those up. Sorry if I've shifted around, I had to move my tripod because my camera died. But the last question is, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? So for this one, I don't have a lot because most of the time I really enjoy the books more, but for this one I'd probably say the Hunger Games trilogy. I really enjoyed it when I read it back in the day. I'm not really into it that much anymore, but I really did enjoy the movies. I'm not sure if I'd like them more or not. I don't know. This is kind of a tricky question, but I'll probably say the Hunger Games because, I don't know, I really enjoyed those movies when I watched them. So that is the end of this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if I offended you again. I know I have a lot of unpopular opinions, but it's a very fun tag and very fun to rant about books that you don't like. So if you guys enjoyed this, definitely like the video and you can subscribe if you want to. Let me know if there are any opinions you agree with or disagree with, but be nice because I tried to be as nice as possible. So yeah, I will leave all my social media links down below so you can check those out if you want to, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!